Can't believe I'm really here. Volleyball has been a family to me. I've known so many people over the years. There are a lot of people. I can probably say if you played volleyball in Ontario, I refereed at least one of your games. I remember refereeing Stacy Gordon. She was amazing, absolutely amazing. Now, there are a few things that I'm going to say quickly under the 2 minutes that Howie gave me to speak. I'm probably the only official in Ontario that was never a local, a level one. And there's a little story behind that. Not because I was one of those great officials automatically, that I was born to be this. In London, the OVA hadn't been heard of my first year teaching back in 1969. We had the Canadian Officials Rating Board who gave us multi-clinics for different sports. Pick one, you've taken the clinic, which sport do you want to referee? And they handed out badges. You're an associate. Oh, you've been an associate for the year. Next year, we'll make you a national. I was a national corp after 2 years. And then Jerry Baycroft came to London and brought the OVA. The OVA was just a fledgling organization in, I believe, Anton Furlani's basement, getting underway, but he wanted all officials to be OVA officials. So he invited us to a clinic at McMaster University. Evelyn Hollick, whose name you've heard several times, was my clinician, my first OVA clinician. And then we were asked to attend and referee at a senior men's tournament at Sir Wilfrid Laurier School in Scarborough, I believe it is. I've only refereed high school women's volleyball, girls volleyball, where nobody ever approached the net because the block counted as a touch. And there wasn't any action. And so there I am on the stand, senior men's A, all former collegiate, university, national team players. And I don't know what I'm doing there. Evelyn Hollick was my first R2. So I thought I was in good hands. And she did her best. She really did. But players were asking, can he make that call? Can he make that call? And my evaluator was the man who's really responsible for me and my achievement, Mike Bogarski. I miss him so dearly. Mike was my first evaluator. After that first match, he came up to me. Young man, I was young back then. He said, you made one call that I would have made, and you missed 39. Well, I'm a stubborn Irishman. So what did I say to him? Thank you. Next time, maybe I'll only miss 38, but I'm going to get better. So what did they do after the end of that day? They gave me a provincial badge. And in 1983, Walter Stachansky had put me into the national program. Mike Bogarski was our provincial chair. And he said, if you're going to go out west and get your national badge, you've got a lot of work to do it, and you're going to do it with me. And he took me all over the province, and then down to Dalhousie for the Atlantic Classic. He worked me and worked me and worked me. And then he gave me the best advice I ever had when I returned with my national badge at the Ontario Summer Games. He said, I want you to step down as regional officials chair. He said, I want you to learn how to officiate as a national official, how to be a role model as a national official, how to be a mentor as a national official. The best advice I was ever given. And I did step down. And the rest is history, I guess. I'm still doing it. I'm still loving it. I love my volleyball family. I love the OVA and its administration. I was on the board for 7 years, and I just have the highest admiration and respect for what they do. I tell in my clinics, I tell the officials, you're not the show. The show, the players, is the game. You're the facilitator. Enjoy the game as much as you want them to enjoy it. And the last thing I'm going to say is that I have had, I think, an impact in another way. We have honored Judy Shum. And Judy was my assistant giving my clinics in London. And I loved her dearly. And I wanted her to attend a clinician's conference in Mississauga. And she said, no, I can't. I said, yes, you can. We have a new provincial officials chair, and you are going to love him. And who was that chair? Malcolm Mousseau. And I'm happy to say I was a guest at their wedding. So what is one of my greatest accomplishments? Bringing Judy and Malcolm together. I love them all. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.